What's going on, everybody? What's up? What's up? Just give me a minute. Oh God, trying to fix this. Give me 1 second. Um, okay. What's going on, everybody? Hopefully, people will come in. Let me see if anybody will show up. Let me set the music. Anybody want to come up? I'm about to put the link in. This is nothing. Just chopping it up. So just hit the link and come on up. I'm just talking. Come on up. Come on up. Hit the link. Anything you want to have on your mind to get off your chest, come on up. Anybody come up? Let me get some things together. I'll be right back. Hit the link, Andre. I haven't looked too much into the tariffs, so I really have nothing to say right now because I haven't researched it. Got time. I just got off of work and stopped by in Charles Stream some time ago, but I have nothing really on it yet. I hope it turns out good, but only time will tell. Come on up, Dre. What you eating on, Andre? What you eating? hopefully people will come up. Oh, Vietnamese. Oh, I haven't had Vietnamese in like 7 years ago. Me, I like Taiwanese cuisine. There's a great restaurant in New York City called Hop Key. Oh God, love the salted squid and with bok choy. Let me find get some media. Okay, what is pho? Is that a fish? I'll be right back. I gotta step away for a minute. Give me a minute. It's a soup. Do they put cornstarch and all that in it? And what type of noodles? Is it rice noodles? Andre? Yeah, yeah. What vegetables do you got? Do you got bok choy in it? Hit the link, everybody. Come on up. This ain't nothing. This ain't no presentation. I'm just shooting it up late night. Just chopping it up. Hit the link. Hit the link. Come on up. Check something out on here, because StreamYard got a lot of betas going on here. Checking it out. Let me see. Nuh-uh. Hit the link, everybody. Hit the link. Let me see. What's up, Detro? What's going on, brother? Basil, cilantro, and jalapeno are the only veggies you're getting it for. Yeah, you got the whole setup, don't you, Detro? With the car and everything, with your sim racing. Was you heavy into Gran Turismo for PlayStation back in the day? So, how much, if you don't mind me asking, how much you spent on your setup doing that? Yo, Dre, you coming up? I had played it briefly when it came out for PlayStation 3, but I'm more into shooters and RPGs. But my favorite racing game was it came out on the Dreamcast and was an Xbox. To me, it was my favorite racing game. What was it? Was made by Blizzard. It was before Forza. Project Gotham Racing. Project Gotham. Oh, okay. Wow. Now, did you have to assemble the whole thing yourself, or it got delivered whole? How was that? And is it a PC inside or console? Oh, okay. Did you ever play Project Gotham Racing? I had that with the OG, the very first Xbox, and the thing that I liked about it, if you ever had the original Xbox, you could download all your CDs onto the Xbox, and with Project Gotham Racing, you could play the songs through your radio on there. So it was like, oh, that's why it was my favorite racing game of all time. I'm on PC, but some of the racing games I play are also on. Yeah. What console do you got, Detro? Come on up, Rayhama. It says your device is not connected. Come on up. I think you have to leave then come back in. Oh wait. Yeah. What's up, brother?
Hey, what's up? For me, you got to give me a minute when mine's kick in, especially when I'm coming through the phone. So it takes a minute to connect.
Oh, okay. I suck at racing the controller. I never really got into it recently. Xbox is the only console I have. Yeah.
Yeah, you posted it, man. You said, hey, you still up. So I was like, hey, I'm still up. I still have my earpiece still hooked in. So
okay.
I was like, well, I thought I came through. Plus, you came through my stuff before, so I'm here.
Well, the thing is, like, man, I get home usually around 12:31 in the morning, and it's like this is the time I'm up. Usually around to like 3, 4, and when I be hopping on people's streams, it's like when I get time at work where it's slow. But this is when I'm home up. You play the Division 1 or 2, Detro?
Yeah, I beat both of them. Just by the way.
What the Division?
Yeah, Division 1 and 2. Yeah, I got both of them.
Oh, I played the Division 2. I got 1. I got to play that, but I stopped playing like 2 years ago because 1. They wasn't releasing nothing, and the updates just messed the whole gaming thing up. Like where I had a dope ass pestilence build on the Division 2, and the raids was so messed up. Like if only the people on PC. Oh, you got Division 2, Detro. Like the raids, only the people with PC. You haven't played forever, yeah, because they wasn't. I mean, Ubisoft wasn't really supporting the community.
Well, I mean, with me though, is that I mean, I enjoyed it. You know what I mean, and I'll give it a decent 8.5. Overall rating. And the thing is, I'm combining like 1 and 2.
Yeah, played the first. I have the first one.
Yeah.
Put up Detro. I have my friend. He's a hardcore. He plays both Division 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I had it originally for the PS4, and I bought it because I got PS3, 360, Xbox X, PS5. I had the 4.
I would say both of them are not without their redundancies, but in the length of time it takes to get to those redundancies is a decent amount of time, because you got so much different weapons in there and things you can do with these weapons and the upgrading and all that stuff. So you can put in a decent amount of hours in it, as you know.
Yeah. What is your build?
My build, man. I like to use the turret gun on there a lot. That's my buddy. Especially when the players be acting funny and stuff, man. And they be kicking you out sometimes after you do certain couple of missions with them. I'll be ready to do like 5 different missions.
What system you on?
The Xbox.
What is your gamer tag? Put your gamer tag in the back chat.
Okay. I don't know how to do that. I think let me see. Yeah, I go to my app, my gamer app, because I forgot the last part of my gamer tag. Because I haven't played my system in a minute like that, except for when I hop on to play Sekiro. Like for when I'm, yeah.
Give me 1 second. I'm going to the bathroom. Hold on.
Okay. Yeah, man. Man, hey, what's up, man? Yeah, especially too the grenades on there. Ooh, I be having fun using the grenades on there, boy, on people. Oh man.
Yeah,
I haven't played it, but I seen my cousin playing it.
And I like that concept too. That damn it, hey, if you go into certain areas, damn it, and if your ass ain't at a certain level, hot damn it, then shoot, boy, the first encounter will be deadly. Like, yeah, you go respawn and rethink and walk in the park. I like that. I dig it. But it
Yeah,
still had it still had that same sense in it, like that lifelessness in it. Like I like to play a game where there's some life around me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
Not like where everything's all dead, it seem all dead and shit.
Like I seen my cousin playing it, but like it was just pissing me off watching it. So I'm just like, bruh, like that aim needs to be better, man.
Yeah. What's up, Andre? This is Andre.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I ain't even looking at the tag right now. I'm rolling.
Yo, did you watch Brave New World?
Brand New World. No, I have not seen that
Brave,
yet, man.
Brave New World, the Captain America movie.
Not yet. I know everybody talked about it, but I'll probably be one of the last ones to talk about it.
Yeah,
Because everybody done covered it already.
Yeah, I don't
Y'all
know.
see-
Like, I don't know. If
y'all
I
seen it?
covered my bad, Dad.
No, I'm saying both of y'all seen it? You and Lewis?
I don't know. I wanted to ask him, but he's not here. But he said he was about to go to the washroom. I'm just asking you because I didn't want to just fucking be quiet here. But fucking
Yeah.
like I seen it. I seen it in 40x. Like it was all right. I'm not saying it was amazing or nothing, but it was like, right? It was just an average movie. Like people are saying it was horrible and shit like that. I don't agree with. It was just an average fucking movie.
I'm back, guys. I'm back.
Yeah.
Yeah, Louis. I was asking him if he's seen Brave New World. Did you see that?
No, I be working so damn much, man. Like I only get one day off from work.
Well, I support Anthony Mackie, so I went to see it just based off the strength of that.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
How was it?
I personally think it was decent. It was okay. You know? Like people are saying it was horrible and shit, but it's just like it wasn't like horrible. It was just a regular movie.
But the last time I was at the movie theater was when Godzilla -1 came out.
Oh yeah, that was decent. I've seen that one.
I love that movie, and so much that I got the DVD. Let me show you. Hold on.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm a Godzilla fan, and
I say the weakest Godzilla was the one with that one dude that played in that movie with Jim Carrey.
I went to go see.
Yeah, I think it was a Godzilla that came out in the early 2000s.
yeah.
Yeah, because that Godzilla got taken out on the bridge by some jet missiles. When you know Godzilla get taken out by some missiles.
Well, that was the American adaptation, so I mean, and one with I want to see the Captain America, but I don't have that much time to because of work and everything. I'm pulling close to 70 hours a week. A lot of times I wait till it either come on a streaming device or I get it when it comes on DVD and watch it at home, because where I'm at,
I
you
wouldn't
can't even
say
really enjoy it in the movie theaters no more.
I wouldn't say I wouldn't say it's worth going to the movie theaters for. Like I went and seen it in 40X with like a friend, but yeah, like it wasn't worth doing it, but it was just killing time. So, right? Why not check it out? But like, you're better off like watching it at home. Like, I also do surf the high seas, so if you need some sites, I can help you out. But
Okay. Well, did you like are any of y'all basketball fans?
no,
Yeah,
I don't
I
watch
stopped
sports.
after so many years. Yeah, like after Reggie Miller, I was done.
No, like do y'all got the Max app, the HBO Max app?
No, what I have is well, you go ahead, Andre.
No,
No,
no, I
because I
was
was
just
gonna
saying I
say
don't have.
you need to watch Celtic City. It's made by the people that did The Last Dance.
No, because what I was gonna say was I have an app that streams all those networks, all those different apps, all into one app. So you just tell me the name of the show or the movie, and I can just look it up on my app.
Celtic City. It's starting out with, well, it's about the Celtics, but the history of Boston. Oh yeah, Max is that's my shit. And it's going to go into with all the racial upheaval and everything that's in Boston. And it started out with Bill Russell, but I'm waiting till it gets to the Larry Bird era during the 80s. And it's gonna like, I think it's a 9-part series, and it's gonna heard it. Some people are not gonna be in a good light. Just how Michael Jordan was in The Last Dance, it's not too favorable for Larry Bird. I heard. But is that thing like the Fire Stick? Right?
Yeah, in some ways, it's basically like the same sequence in order to get the app or apps, or I would say app store. This is somewhat like inclusive, and yeah, you got to go through a few steps to get it. But it's the same process. With the Android and the Fire Stick. So and they'll tell you that, they'll tell you to go to this site, boom, and you can go to the same site on your Android, or there's no distinctive site like between the two. They both have the same site.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, and it's pretty a simple, easy process, and but it's just a few steps. That's it. No hard steps, just simple. And yeah, and if you come across some apps where you have to deal with the a little ads, hey, you just gotta weigh it out, like the good and the bad, and go with it.
Well, here's my thing. How many times you deal with fucking commercials on TV?
Right.
I mean,
I'm just saying that as
like
one. Yeah, this impatient, this can't tolerate shit. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, that shit doesn't bother me. Shit, I got Hulu, and you gotta deal with fucking commercials. So.
Yeah, well, funny. My app, I got one app in particular that streams. You got shows from that too, shows from Netflix, and which eliminates the process of me having to go into Hulu and then back out of Hulu to go into Netflix to watch the shows of Netflix. All those shows all those networks are all in one.
Oh, all right.
So, and if that, and if the servers happen to go down, which is once in every 10 blue moons, that's how good these guys are able to keep these things up, and for copyright purposes and all that stuff, so they'll have it down for a minute, but with the tech guys and how they do it, basically exercising your right to free stream, no matter what. If one servers go down on one app, you got your store that they'll send you to with the code that you'll use. And in that store, it's a plentiful of other movie and TV show apps you can use in the meantime until they come back up with the servers, with and fix the bugs or whatever with the main movie app that you was using that you liked so much. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty decent. So yeah, I mean, I haven't really had to pay for shit. So and
Now, do you get can I get TV stations from across the globe? Like if I want to get TV stations from Japan?
yeah, they got apps for that too.
Okay.
They got apps held destined for that.
Okay.
Hell, they even got VPN apps in these stores.
What's up, Detroit 313?
Hey, you can come up too if you want. Hey, shit, chop it
Yeah.
up.
We're just shooting the shit.
Yeah, man, and I've been meaning to get back with into some Ghost in the Shell, since that's been one of the shows that's been appearing in my thoughts. You know what I mean? In the back of my thoughts. You know. Because I feel like that I'm not complete with Ghost in the Shell yet.
You mean this? Wait a minute.
I just feel it. I think if that's the standalone complex, I think I've seen that already. But I'm going to go back and watch it again.
No. This is the original Ghost in the Shell.
Like the old, yeah, I remember the old ones too. Yeah, the original, where she looked like, where the major looked more Japanese.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm an anime old head. I got Akira, the Blood, all that. So
I wonder why they do that.
what?
Why didn't they keep her features more Japanese aesthetic?
Different director, different art team.
Okay. Yeah, 'cause I always wondered that. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Major, she don't play no games. Yeah, that's the Major, damn it. But I did like how they titled it too, man. I don't know. I got it in my feed. I don't know how I caught it on my feed because I search up different games and different gaming channels, you know, where they be posting video games that they played, you know, showing basically like a walkthrough. And and I came across this channel where they basically reveal a showcase of different games that are coming out, you know, games.
Hey Ray, how old are you?
Yeah. 38. What's up?
Did you listen to a lot of the gaming podcasts back in the day?
Man, not back in the day, man, because you really mean like back in the day, like 20? No, this has been just for the past 5 years. Yeah.
You ever heard of Torrance Davis?
No, put me on.
Have you ever heard of the Hip Hop Gamer?
Nope.
Well, Torrance Davis and Hip Hop Gamer, they had this is back in the day. This is they were one of the very few black video game journalists, and they had it was an all black video game podcast, and hopefully, because he's still, although he retired from video game journalism, but he still does a lot of tech stuff, so he'd be going to all the conventions and everything. I am trying to set up an interview with him. He has a YouTube channel, but I'm trying to set up a interview with him to give him, talk to him how he got started, because he was one of the very few black video game journalists in the space back in the day. Yeah, he was doing the gaming magazines and all that stuff. Look up Torrance Davis. It was very few. It was the Bitbag and oh my God, what was the Step Your Game Up? It was one of the very few that dealt with video gaming from a black perspective and everything.
Okay. Yeah, man. Because I got started into that 5 years ago. Like I said, because I mean, I was playing certain games and it required for me, to get some assistance. You know what I mean? And I was kind of worried too, like, hey, would I feel like I'm cheating myself, whatever? And then meditating about it, I was like, well, no, I'm actually not cheating myself, um, or whatever in this gaming, in this
What
game I'm
games are you
playing.
playing? What games do you play?
No, I'm saying like I was in. I'm about to tell you some of them in a minute, but I mean, I was saying that to myself. I'm like, because the realization that came to me, I'm like, well, actually, they made it to the degree where it requires a walkthrough. Like certain games that I played, such as Hellblade, with this Viking chick, it's Viking mythology. It's a psychological kind of game too. So, yeah. Throughout the whole game, you're hearing like 1,000 voices. Yeah. So, they got 1 and 2 that's out of that, and it's kind of crazy.
Did you play any of the Dark Souls games?
Well, I seen Dark Souls like game, the Dark Souls engine. Yeah, I played. I seen the gameplay of Dark Souls, but I got into the Dark Souls franchise when I played Sekiro, which is what I'm playing now. Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. I'm actually playing one of the playthroughs in the new game plus because I beat it one of the storylines already. There's like 3 different or 4 different storylines. I'm aiming to try to get the true or the secret ending.
I have Sekiro, but I haven't played it yet.
Well, yeah. Well, then you can learn from me, and you can learn from me right now. As I'm about to say this, because right now I'm not rushing it like that, which is why I'm cool with playing it a little bit and putting it away and taking my time because I need to find the time right. And you can take note from this too before you play it, before you go back to play it. That to go look for. Type it in because I'm about to search. I'm about to type in basically okay, the endings, the true and secret endings of of Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, and you look it up and you're gonna find videos about it. It's gonna have it titled in their own way, where it's gonna talk about the steps of how to get to the secret ending or the true ending, and that whole concept is pretty cool, and it more intriguing with that peculiarness of it because it draws you to increase the replay value, when you play it versus a lot of other games. Grand Theft Auto, that's gonna have replay value, but how long it's gonna take when it becomes redundant unless you play the online, the online factor. So. But I think they're adding an online thing with Sekiro too. From what I've seen a video of that. I've seen a thumbnail of a video about that. So there's a bunch of videos of Sekiro that I haven't seen yet that I'm going to look up, so I can get all the secrets of it and shit.
You ever played JoJo's Bizarre Adventure?
Yeah, well, I've seen the whole franchise except for one series that's kind of like, I don't know, a spin-off series or something like that. Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet, but boy, Joseph Joestar, yeah, boy. But no, I haven't played the game, but I've seen the gameplay from one of my boys who's a big JoJo fan. I think that Demetrius, he got Shikata. Yeah, so yeah, he plays it a lot, and I've seen it, and I'm like, damn, man, yeah, that fighting game looks badass. So, and they got all the characters in there too. I mean, like all the characters. So yeah, it's a very, it's a really worth play right there. Yeah, it got high replay value with that one. And that's the game. That's the games too. The ones you want to go for, even though certain games that don't have replay value, but but the value of the play is still there. You know what I mean? It's still good to play at least like one time. Because there's certain games where I'm like, damn it, man, it's good, it's badass, but certain parts throughout the game, in order to finish the storyline, it's annoying. I'm like, oh, why do I gotta go through this annoying part? I don't like this. You know, especially if it got time limit to do with it. You know, I'm facing a time limit. I hate those shits. And you're facing odds like at three different other directions while you're dealing with a time factor. I'm like, oh my god, you're like, yeah, you're dying, you're low on health, type of shit.
If I show you my backlog, your head would explode, bro. Like with the past 2.5 years, like I've been putting in so much hours, and I have so many freaking games that I didn't even get a chance to play. And it's like it's like this, like on my day off, my body be so fucking drained that I would sleep like the whole day because I'm so tired, mentally and physically drained.
I know what you mean there.
And like I try, like I start a game, right? Getting into a game, and I might not get into it till like a month later because there's so much stuff I have to do in my whole life.
And you know what? So, and that's okay too. You know what I mean? Because guess what? It's always there, boom, for you to use. You know what I mean? As another outlet, you know, the chill back outlet, you know, that you can use.
But my problem is this though. But my problem is this though. I forget the fucking mechanics of the damn game. That I would have to start all over. So it's like I'm stuck, like where right now, like I do the JoJo's, or I'll put in a Call of Duty game and I'll play that.
Just go through the tutorial real quick, boom, and then hop back right into the spot where you was at, boom. You know what I mean? Where your last save was, and then you're good, ready to go, boom, and then when you feel it, your body, your mind will feel it when it's like, okay, time to to put it down, you know what I mean? Basically, in the same with your food, you know what I mean? You don't be a glutton about the shit, you know what I mean? When you eat enough to where when you're satisfied, put it down, damn it, you know what I mean? And and then go on to something else, you know, be more productive, like you've been doing.
Yeah.
You know, it's basically a proper juggle, you know, find a balance, you know what I mean? But that is balance when you're coming in, you're tired as hell, too tired to do shit, damn it, and you know, you got enough energy to wash your ass and eat a little bit and lay down, damn it, and you know, that's balance right there. And then, damn it, and then the next day, then you have enough energy to go back into the game and, you know, put in about good 30 to 45, maybe an hour, you know what I mean? And shit, watch your show, a little bit of your show, you know, and then you crash out and, repeat or incorporate something better.
You ever played the Yakuza games?
Yes, sir.
Wait a minute.
Yes, sir. My boy, Kiryu.
Hold on. I gotta start this.
I want to say Kazuya. Kiryu Kazuya.
You ever played Lost Judgment?
No, I haven't played Lost Judgment yet. Is that one of them that just came out?
Yeah, it's the cop one of Yakuza. So
I seen a little bit of the gameplay. I didn't see all of it because I didn't want to spoil it for myself. You know what I mean? I could savor stuff like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, I could hold it off. But I mean, is it? I'll say it's a little intriguing, you know, to play. Not as it was when I was playing with Kiryu and that one dude, but I don't know. I haven't seen her play the whole game. You know, you have the whole game, so you would know. Like, is it on the same excitement level as the Kiryu The
It's
cute.
okay. It's good, but I had to stop it because been working. So it's like in limbo. So I'm gonna play it all over, start all over.
Well, I mean, there's a few because, like I said, I think I don't know if they do have some kind of tutorial in there or whatever, but if they don't, yeah, I mean, you can if you want.
Yo, Jesse, come up. Jesse, come up. I got at you. You got all the games. Do you got the undead one, the zombie version for PS3?
Oh, oh, hell no, they got a zombie version. Stop it.
Yeah, for the PlayStation 3.
Stop it. They got an undead version.
Yeah, it's
Stop.
undead. Yakuza Undead.
Oh, boy. Woo, shit. I smoked to that one. Damn. So, yeah, that kind of got me a little excited.
What's up, AL?
What's good? What's good? What's happening?
Yeah, we got the Insomniac stream.
Yeah, and that was masculinity, boy, throughout that damn series. Now I'll tell you there. And it was some funny, and there was a lot of funny parts too, man, with the Yakuza games, man.
Must be talking about the anime adventure type shit. I don't mind sitting much other people good games like the Observe. That never been me. My adventure always been playing college football, 2K, golf, tennis. I'm a sports dude.
There's something wrong with your mic, AL. We can barely hear you.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm about to cut the music down.
I was saying, I hear y'all talking about those anime games or whatnot. I have no problem watching you guys play games like that, Call of Duty, stuff like that, observe, even sit there, get high, watch y'all play for hours, but don't ever pass me the stick and ask me to play. I talk dead cash money shit about that. My niche has always been sports, man, college football, basketball, 2K, tennis, golf. I've just always been a sports Billy type kid. I even tried that duty for a minute with my partners, but once the Sandy Hook stuff went down, I quit playing. I got rid of every Call of Duty game I had and refused to buy anymore. And I got partners just telling me, man, you're a pretty good dude in that game. Why don't you come play with us? Nah, I just ain't got no love for that no.
What, they blame Sandy Hook on Call of Duty?
Man, you don't remember when Sandy Hook first went down? They was blaming it on Call of Duty left and right. Left and right. Cut it out.
Man, look. Well, the last sports game I played was NFL 2K for the Dreamcast.
Oh, you so far back. God damn. And man,
Yeah.
you brought back nostalgic memories with that Dreamcast.
I've been gaming since the Atari 2600.
Man, you don't know nothing about the 26. I'm talking about I can take you past the 26. I was started out with a television, and it was a Magnavox series that had a little video game type system out. I went from them two to 26, 57,
Tabletop.
600, ColecoVisions. And I unfortunately hate to say this, and I hate that it's on my resume. Sorry ass Nintendo, but that was only because they had a football game out that I just desperately want. I only bought the Nintendo because of that football game, because it was sponsored by the NFLPA Association before, right just before Madden started breaking out, and this was around the Bill Walsh era. So,
This nigga talking about Madden. Boy, nigga, the last football game I owned, son. Boy, that motherfucker was Sega Saturn.
So, y'all gave up too early. I'm still die hard. I'm up on 5, and I'm still going. If it's
I mean,
football, play it.
if you can equate fighting as sports now, like shit, hey, I played some fighting games,
I used to be into tech and stuff too when that first came. I actually liked that type of fight game, but then I was like, wait a minute, this shit's wearing out my joysticks. Oh no, I need them for football and basketball. No, left that fighting stuff. I found that this, especially with the fight night with Mike Tyson. Man, I said this stuff is tearing up my sticks. Oh no, we no more fighting games like that. And see, I'm a cat that I'm hard on my buttons, I'm hard on my stick movement. And I need that for what I need it for, not for no bullshit recreational
I
game
damn
shit.
near boy got to play like that. Damn in hell, nigga. Shit, no, I don't have to button mash and shit. No, no. But I will, boy, be using that joystick like a motherfucker. And that's what I be doing on this one damn game when I'm fighting against a headless ape.
Yeah, I done seen that's how you get drift stick in your sticks. You too heavy on.
I'm a ninja fighting against a damn headless ape with a sword.
I had to find that at the but yeah, I don't knock nobody who play those first person games. I just don't get it. A lot of if they not like Call of Duty or maybe Grand Theft Auto, and then I ain't never been a Grand Theft Auto here. So what's the purpose of just causing mayhem and ruckus just because? I'm like, why would you promote that? I mean, it's one thing to promote
You
that.
talking about just because without a purpose, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it's cool that the game is there, but I think it should be rated for strictly adults. It should have never gotten in the hands of kids.
Well,
I
that's
mean,
why I was. You
GTA
talking
should
about?
have gotten
You
in the
talking
hands.
about GTA?
Yeah, GTA should have never gotten in the hands of kids. Period.
I mean,
And
well,
Well, that's the
I don't.
parents' fault.
Yeah,
That's the
right.
parents' fault.
I mean, that rating should be to where I mean they can't even go to purchase it for the simple fact if that rating would have been for adults only, and he's trying to purchase it, unless he's got a parent there willing to buy it, it's not gonna get sold. And then it forces the parent to have to be old like old school. Why? And it, oh no, you can't have this thing.
The parents ain't gonna do that because they let their kids watch Family Guy.
Hey, but look, rated M.
That's what they see.
Yeah.
They from R to M, mature. They see how they slick. I mean, you can get away. I think I'm mature. Okay, we about the game. No, it should be rated R.
Yeah.
It was a
Rated
time.
M.
Remember when we was growing up? I said, there you go again with that rated M. No, it should be rated R. It was a time in life when we were growing up. Like per se, take this for example. You wanted to go to the movies. It was an R-rated movie. You couldn't get in. Why? 18 or older. It was reason.
Hell, the thing wise enough. Shit, there's games like government games, Call of Duty. Shit, they're on the same level, but there's games like Metal Gear Solid. Hell, the kids get into that, play that. Hell, they ain't wise enough. Shit, that can mess their heads up to where they can think of some shit like, hey, that's actually happening, kind of shit. You know, they'll be hard for them to be able to differentiate between what's real and the facts. I mean, what's real and fiction.
What's
Well,
going
look,
on, fellas?
look,
Yo,
man.
yo.
What's up, Jess?
So, I heard the question you asked earlier. I don't have that game because a lot of PS3 games. I don't know if it's changed, but I haven't really been paying attention to like the PlayStation Store in like the last 8 months or so. But you know, it's always been like an issue with PS3 games coming on PlayStation Network, so it's not a lot of them that's on there. And even with the PS3 emulators, right? There's some issues with that. So PS3 games are kind of like it's one of the emulators that is issues with because of the type of hardware that it used.
Well, I got a PS3.
Oh, you
So
have the actual
I
PS3, so
thought they remastered certain games though from the PS3, like
yeah,
Shadow of Colossus
but
yeah,
for the
the
yeah,
thing,
newer
they did.
systems.
but the
Well,
thing
Shadow
is,
Colossus wasn't PS3, that was PS2. But they
uh,
did
Yeah, you're
remaster
right.
them.
PS3 was made on a different chip.
Yeah, it's a cell system that gives it that issue because it's like a real unique it's a real unique piece of equipment. So even with like the get because I have a lot of emulators on my handheld. But they were able to remaster some games like I know Heavenly Sword is on the PlayStation Store and a few others. But
Oh, Heavenly Sword is for the newer systems too. Oh, well, that's my bet.
yeah, it's on the PlayStation Network. Yeah,
Cypher.
I played Lost Judgment. That's the Yakuza I played. But this is what I do, Lewis. What I do is a lot of times I get games on discounts.
That's what I
So
do. Wait,
Yeah,
yeah,
you better get damn games on discount. Shit, hell yeah.
so I'll get like a game like 60, 80% off, and just because it's 60, 80% off, and then I'll probably play it like, months later or something like that. Well, let me say this: I don't just get a game; I get like a bunch of games that's like heavily discounted and try to play it like months later. You know what I mean? Just to save on money.
Shit, and speaking of which, I was about to hop on this game right now while talking to y'all because I'm about to fight this damn boss.
What
well,
what game you playing?
uh Sekiro Shadow Die Twice, which is a game that had like multiple awards and shit. So and hella replay value. I'm playing one of these storylines right now. I beat it the first storyline. It's intriguing because now I have to go on YouTube to find the steps of how to get the true or the secret ending.
Okay, okay, nice.
I do not pay full price. The only time I pay full price for a video game, if it's a Dark Souls game or Call of Duty.
Ooh. Hey, and then speaking of which, that's why I got second. That's how I got Sekiro. Damn it! Oh man, you're right. It's funny y'all brought that up because I waited for that for it became like 60% off. I waited for hell
I
yeah.
might spend like $200-300 on video games
When
at one
when I
time, but when it's all said and done, I didn't save like $600, like $700, like
Oh yeah.
when you check out on PSN, be like savings. I was like, damn.
Some people be spending when they first get a system, they first like spend like what $2,000 in one whop.
I didn't. I actually, well, I
Damn.
just purchased my PlayStation 5 right before Christmas. And I sit there and I hunted and I looked. I got my whole setup for approximately $710 with 3 games. All 3 of the games I researched for at the time, I made sure they was newest ones at the ones I wanted, the Madden, the college football, and the 2K. Up to date 2K25. Bought them all 3 of those disc games at $30 a piece. 30
Yeah,
Well,
bucks.
somebody said Metal Gear Solid. I'm a huge Metal Gear fan
Boy,
myself. That's one of the PS3 games that I'm ticked off that I can't get my hands on. So I might just try to buy a PS3, which is Metal Gear Solid 4. So
hell yeah, Guns of the Patriots, boy. I remember
yeah,
that one, boy. Hell yeah. I
I
was
was
a
in
motherfucker
high
with that
school when
one.
that dropped, man. I was in high school when that dropped.
I
Yep.
That was
agree
dope,
with
man.
you, Jay Wills. These look, honestly, the
That's
PS5 is the
facts.
last freaking system I'm buying. I'm going PC,
Yeah,
strictly
hold
PC.
on. And how many times have we said that? And here comes the next one. Goddamn,
But
my bad. When it was 3 was, I'll be damned if I ever buy another one. And it was a 4. I'll be damned if I ever buy another one. Then it's 5.
I
I'll
mean,
be
well
damned
to
but
help
if another one.
remedy that shit, all you gotta do, thank God for YouTube on this one. You
but
can
here's
go
the
on
thing though.
YouTube and look at 5 minutes of the gameplay, and then there you go. You know what's up.
But here's the thing though, Ray. Your PS3 and your Xbox 360 was your last video game system because now with the PS4 and the Xbox X, the games are no longer on a freaking disc. Like with your PS3, you could play that system offline. You could play your 360 offline. Now these games, like what, a couple weeks ago, PlayStation Network went down and people couldn't play their games because you got all those licenses, that DRM or whatever feature. Your console's got to be online. You don't own the games no more.
Well,
Yep.
that's about a system with that it doesn't have the capability to disc up. I purposely look for the one that for the disc, it accepts disc, and I'm still old school and dumb enough in the head and stubborn where I'm only purchasing games that I want that are disc made. I'm not gonna get caught up in that racket. You just download everything under us. Because I knew it would be a time where that would happen and you're like, oh, I'm stuck. I can't do nothing. I'm at the mercy of you. I'm not at the mercy of them if I buy nothing but disc games. You
Yeah.
have
So
options. You have choices.
so with a lot of the digital stuff, you're not really purchasing, you're leasing. If you look at the like the fine print and stuff on a lot of this stuff,
Agreement. They tell you
which
read.
personally, I'm gonna be honest, personally, it doesn't bother me personally because a lot of stuff, like only a handful of games, I'm gonna probably like revisit after I beat them. Like most of them, I beat them or beat them a couple times and then I put them down. Like it's very few games that I come back like years later and play it and beat it
Well,
again. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, which is what I saw, which is what I always say, which is the term I use, like replay value. Games that have replay value. There's certain games that do, and certain games just it's just worth a one time play.
Yeah, and it's like but if you're somebody that plays a lot of the games over time consistently, and you revisit a lot, then you definitely want to stick with like the physical disc and stuff like that. And
Playing
Ray
Lost
and
Odyssey.
Ray sometimes it's not even that it may not have replay value. I give you an example. So like some games I like, but it's like a pain in the ass to go back and play it. Like
What you mean a
a
pain
lot
in
of
the ass to go back
RPG.
and play it?
Just number one, the difficulty slash time that it takes to go back and beat it. So like a lot of RPGs might have 60, 80 hour it may take like 60 to 80 hours to beat them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they got some RPGs that take over 100 hours
I
to
mean, well,
beat.
yeah. I mean, well, yeah, like, as you will get those warnings from people that played it, beforehand. Yeah, I mean, but that's what a lot of true RPGers expect. I mean, they expect a lot of those hours, like,
So,
because they're
so
used
for
to
me,
playing Final Fantasy and shit.
so for me, I'm an RPG guy. I can beat 120 hour gameplay game once, but two, three times, hell nah.
What, like Diablo?
Oh, oh no,
No, not
yeah,
Diablo. I'm talking about something like let's see, like Persona. If you ever played any of the Persona RPG games,
Mm-mm.
I mean those games have well over 100 hours it takes to beat them. If and that's like that's probably like perfectionist. Like 'cause, you could beat games and just beat the core story. Then you got games you could beat the core story in the side mission. And then you
yeah.
got games where you could beat the core story, the side mission, plus extras and all of the items and all this type of stuff. So for example, Persona 5, if you just focus on the main mission, it's only 97.5 hours to beat. But if you want to complete and get everything in the game, it's going to take 173 hours to finish.
Do you do Monster Hunter?
I have it, I played it, but I never really got into it heavy.
What's good with y'all? Salute to the panel.
It's a
What's
great
going on?
game, but
Yeah. Well,
thing is,
I mean, go ahead.
like for me, I don't. I mean, like all of us, we don't have time to beat every game. You know what I mean? And if we do, it's gonna take. It probably take us years. You know what I'm saying?
Well, brother Jesse, that's why I brought up about the walkthroughs, right, to Brother Lewis earlier, how beneficial those are to watch because that will greatly help cut down your gameplay time. Because, boy, like, especially with the Witcher series, man, thank God for some of those walkthroughs, man, because there were certain things I needed to know so I can get the truest ending. You know what I mean? Because you got like 3 or 4 different endings depending on what you do, the choices you make, which is how they're making this one new vampire game they're coming out with.
Yeah, I use walkthroughs. I'm just talking about the core time it takes. Like, let's say I'm talking about if you're using a walkthrough and you know everything that you need to do to progress through the game time. I'm not even talking about if you playing a game and you get stuck here, you get stuck there. I'm just talking about the regular, unless you're doing like a speed run, which is a whole nother story. I mean, I don't do those, but um, yeah. So
I played Castlevania Lords of Shadow 1 and 2, and best believe I use walkthroughs because I don't want to come to a fork in the road where okay, I'll take this path or whatever, but it would take me further into the game. But then I'll miss out on these other two paths of the fork where I could have went. And it wouldn't have taken me further in the game. It would have took me to some places where I would have got some important items that I could use further down the line. So that's why, I do that. So I'll be like, okay, I'll take these two paths.
Let me ask you
Yeah,
before you get
yeah.
too far down the rabbit hole. What system are those two those Castlevania games on?
I played them on the Xbox.
That's the original system.
No, Xbox One.
Okay. Yeah, I remember as a kid playing Castlevania on a Game Boy Advance. So I just started playing one of the Castlevania games. I can't think of it, but I think it's on the Super Nintendo. But it's one of the top things. Let me just say this real quick. Two things that I help cut down wasting money and wasting time on those games is like you mentioned walkthroughs, but also I usually don't buy games without looking at several review scores.
Smart man.
So I'll say this: some games they may have like a okay or a bad ranking you may actually like, but 9 times out of 10, when I look at 3 or 4 review places, their reviews are usually spot on for the most part. Every once in a while you may get something that had a low score. You're like, okay, I actually like this, but for the most part, saved you a lot of wasted time and money.
But the thing that I like, well, back in the day, like when you had the 360 and the PS3, they always gave out the demos, and you would play the demo.
Mhm.
But now, a lot of these games, they're a bunch of shovelware. The studios force the developers to rush these games out to make money. What's up,
Yeah.
Shattered Star Games? They'll push these games out half-ass, and then when you get the games, you gotta download all these updates for the game. I mean, that's why I wait till a game is reduced and I'll buy it. Like I said, I am not spending $60, $70 on a freaking game that's half-ass done. What was the game with Keanu Reeves in it that had bugs?
Cy-
You talk about
Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk, yeah. Cyberpunk is actually the shit now, I hear. But I'll say this: I was lucky as a kid and a teenager because my only method was for choosing games was by the box art on the game.
Oh yeah.
What you know about that? What?
but when I became an adult and I looked at some of the games that I bought as a teenager, a lot of
Why
them
did I do
was
that?
actually highly ranked. But
Yeah.
growing up as a poor kid, you could imagine, you only got $60 to spend on a game, and you get a piece of trash, and now
How
you done
old?
wasted your bread.
How old is you? Because I remember I had my PS2. They used to send me demos.
Oh
Or
yeah.
I go
And with
to
the Dreamcast.
They used to send demos. They slowly start to bring demos back on the
Well, I used to get.
PS5.
No,
They
they,
Yeah,
they
slowly,
was having
those are
a lot of
uh,
demos on PS3.
mhm.
'Cause
the demos.
I'll be
Those were
35. And what I had on back on the PlayStation, I remember PlayStation Underground, where they'll send you
Yep.
demos through the mail.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember that, man. They also had the Game Informer. Remember back in the days when you actually had the electronic gaming monthlies, the Game Informers. They would send, for 360 and for PS2 and PS3. It would send you the demos and that was what I think kind of messed it up too, like what you guys were saying, because you were able to actually test that game out before it was dropped. You were able to
Yep.
test out and see whether you wanted it or not. So you didn't get that, have to get it. And then, like you said, about
Yeah.
the Cyberpunk, where they had to pre-patch that game before you could even play it. It was bugged. The game that shipped was so bugged that you had to download like a 10 gigabyte patch to even play it.
Yeah.
And
Did
you,
anybody ever have the
Uh,
Dreamcast?
Yeah, I had Dreamcast.
Yup.
Remember
You
the
know,
Dreamcast magazine that came with the
yeah,
disc with a bunch of games on it, the demos?
Mm-hmm. And you knew if the demo was if the demo was good, the real game was gonna be fire.
See, I
I was
want
gonna
to. If
say,
you give me a
somebody
cyberpunk,
somebody talked about Game Informer. Game Informer
yeah.
last
I
issue
had
actually
Game
came
Informer.
out. Their last issue actually was last July.
Yeah, in at GameStop, right? If you had got the GameStop, the little membership or whatever, they would send you that as well as give you more money for your trade-ins, and they give you a discount for used, and they would give you those Game Informers, and those would come with demos as well. And they were actually honest, right, about if the game was good. They weren't just like a whole bunch of reviewers that were like just, you know what I'm saying, greasing up this game, and then you get it, you're like, man, this shit is crap. How IGN does now, which I can't trust a word that comes from IGN because they are so horrible with the reviews. They're totally paid off.
Hey, hey,
I
Are
actually like IGN.
they tied
I
with
like IGN.
are they tied with Mass Effect, Brother Shattered?
Mass Effect 2, I'm gonna be honest with you. I got the Mass Effect 2 demo, and that's what got me into Mass Effect because they actually played the demo and they let you play like I think about a good maybe damn near 20 missions. And I was like, man, this shit is fucking great. And that's what I bought.
Now see, my brother Shattered on. I don't know about the other brothers, but dig it. You could probably agree with me on this. Like when it comes to like playing like cyberpunk-ish games, and I've seen the little gameplay of cyberpunk, and I'm like, oh my god, I get quickly redundant when it comes to the whole first-person view gaming. Except when it comes to certain games, depending on what's done within the first-person shooter. But I prefer the over-the-shoulder view, and that's where like I like with Mass Effect. So if I want like a sci-fi futuristic game where I could do like some wow, like Fifth Element kind of shit. I mean, I will rather play Mass Effect.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can see your character.
I've always I don't discriminate now, but back in the day I was more of a PlayStation guy.
I know all y'all niggas remember Fifth Element now.
Same. I was never really in the first person game, so I like third person more. Way more.
But I'll say this: while I was a PlayStation guy, it was two games that made me want to get an Xbox, which I never got I never got an Xbox. I just played my friends. Number one, Gears of War.
Gears.
Number two,
Gears was fire.
Yeah, boy, Gears.
Gears of War, man. I'll say this: Gears of War, single player has always been mid to me, but that damn multiplayer used to be the shit.
Man, you hear me, boy? That multiplayer was off the chain, man. And that's just that's straight man shit. No bitch made shit in that right there, boy.
Say me and my homies used to be up 3-4 in the morning playing Gears of War multiplayer online.
Yeah, well, see, you remember back in those days, right? That's why you had the console war stuff that started happening because you had these exclusives. So what I did was, I loved Metroid, Super Smash Brothers, stuff that was on Nintendo. So I bought the GameCube. I bought this different console. I bought PlayStation 2 because at the time, PlayStation 2 had Grand Theft Auto, and Grand Theft Auto was you had to have PlayStation. So it wasn't a more of a console war thing for me. It was a title thing. So if I wanted to play that game, I just go out and buy all three of the damn consoles because there are certain games on them that I have to play. Now we've gotten into the level of where everything is cross-platform. So now it's kind of getting more and more to that level where it's cross-platform. So now it's like, why do I need to buy this console if this game is available on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox? That's their kind of goal, like with this online. They call it. It's like this games as a service versus buying a $60 title that is completely finished. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A Striker.
Yeah. See, I couldn't afford that Striker. I couldn't get it.
A Striker. Did you have a Wii?
One.
Yeah, I got the Wii. I thought the Wii was pretty cool because it has so many other. I think they slept on that Wii.
Are you into fighting games, Striker?
Yeah.
Please, like, I tell everybody, did you ever have this for the Wii?
What is it?
Marvel versus Capcom?
No, Tetsunoko versus Capcom
No,
I've
I
never
did
heard
not
of
have
that.
that.
Oh no, what?
It's with all
Tetsunoko.
the G-Force, Gundam, all of that versus
So
Damn.
Capcom.
is
This
that region
sounds
free or was that American?
Region free.
Oh
It's
my
the
god,
per
I'm gonna have to
it's
look
the
Yeah,
sole
I'm gonna have to
purpose
look
of
at the
buying a
gameplay
Wii.
of that one.
yo,
I never heard of
Louis,
that game.
anybody else veterans on the panel?
Me.
What you
Did
mean?
my
Like,
did my military veterans when y'all were in the service? Did y'all play SOCOM?
I love SOCOM, dog. SOCOM was great, bro. And it was another that was PlayStation 2. It was another game that I had to get because only PlayStation had SOCOM at that time. And Rainbow Six, I did like Rainbow Six as well.
See, and
Man,
people
I
shit
met
on
a
Tom
lot of
Clancy. Thanks to Tom Clancy, that you got such games.
man.
My
I met a
game was
lot
Siphon
of
Filter.
I met a lot of military veterans on SOCOM back in the day. SOCOM Online. It was interesting, man. People was really using like real world fighting
Tactics,
tactics
man.
playing that game.
Man, I missed the first Rainbow Six, man. That was decent.
But the only thing SOCOM unfortunately fell off.
Well,
They
Call of Duty
had
killed that. Call of Duty killed a lot of of those games. It was just like if you was first person, you was playing Call of Duty, or you was playing Metal Gear.
Well,
Yep.
that eliminated a lot of the tactics, like he was saying, though, too, Lewis. Because think about it, the game loop on the average first person shooter, and we'll use Call of Duty because it's the biggest on the market share. So, like, unlike Rainbow Six and unlike SOCOM, their tactics and their game loop was it's spawn, kill, die, respawn, right? So in military tactics, right, you don't want to lose any men. Rainbow Six, if you lose your sniper, you might as well just start that fucking game over because you're not going to be able to fucking do your damn job because his role is so imperative. And the same way with SOCOM, you lose your operators, you just start the shit over because you cannot win without, and that makes tactics. So you don't have a guy that's just running just Rambo style. Oh, I'm gonna just shoot everything. You know what I'm saying, and get killed and respawn.
You ever play Vegas?
That's exactly right. Like Call of Duty is your first person shooters, kind of more arcade style, running gun.
Battlefield.
Battlefield.
SOCOM and Rainbow Six were the tactical shooters.
I'd say Battlefield 4 was the best shooter for me.
So you had a lot of veterans that preferred those type of games because it was closer to real life combat. But the thing that happened with SOCOM was the first next generation SOCOM that came on the PS3, and it was a game called SOCOM Confrontation. This game has so many bugs. So many bugs.
Yeah, so many
bugs. So that killed SOCOM. And they had another SOCOM that came out after that was decent, but it's like you had so many issues with the first one they released, which it was an online only game, right? And the biggest thing that killed it too was that all of the SOCOMs that came out during that time, the PS3 era and the PS4 era, they were developed by different development companies. So the original 3 SOCOM was done by Zipper Interactive, and they didn't really do any more SOCOM games after those first 3. So it's like, if you don't have that same team, you're not gonna get that same magic.
Well, so you remember Metal Gear Solid, right? Okay, Metal Gear Solid. Solid Snake. We can go. What is the difference that you guys think? Speaking of those games that you just said, and Lewis, like you were saying earlier about the tactics and stuff, what differentiated why SOCOM died and why Rainbow Six is not, like it used to be?
I mean, the over-the-shoulder view. The over-the-shoulder view for one, and the detail tactics between the two is really different.
So like
Well,
the stealth mechanic too,
The,
right?
the,
Stealth.
the yeah, the stealth, and that's what draw people in, and those elements, but also the bigger elements too, which is the storyline, the plots, and the twists, the peculiars of that, of how they mix fiction with real life events, historical events that went on, and how they twist it up to in a degree to where it will damn near mess you up to where damn, like make you actually think something, that they was actually doing that shit, but when it's actually fiction. But yeah.
That's how Tom Clancy did, right? And he got in trouble when he did what was it? Hunt
Splinter
for Red,
Cell.
what with the Hunt for Red October, right? If you go back,
Yeah.
if you go and do the digging on that, he was actually cool with a lot of people up there in Newport News, a lot of the sub boys, and he was getting information from them. And obviously he was, and because he was down, he just knows too much. And they were like, man, how did he know all this stuff? They were trying to they had DIA investigating him. Like, how did he know this stuff? Right?
so I think the difference between the two is number one, um, Rainbow Six was on multiple platforms, so that's number one. SOCOM was only on PlayStation, so they
Yeah.
had a much
Right.
Rainbow Six had a much bigger sales potential than SOCOM did. I mean, because even if even if SOCOM would have done well, it just didn't have the same consumer base,
Who,
right?
who who bought it after Zipper? After Zipper let it go, who bought it?
So what happened was SOCOM actually got purchased by Sony, um, and something happened with Zipper. That studio closed down or whatever. And so, but like if you look at Sony, a lot of what they did was like if they had like first party developers, people that had games like SOCOM that were only on their platform, what they would do is they would just purchase the developer and put them under the Sony umbrella. Um, so that's what happened with Zipper. I think Sony probably didn't support it as best as they could, but the 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 company that did SOCOM after Zipper was a company called Slant Six Games, and like I said, that game has so many bugs. It was almost unbearable to play, man. Almost unbearable. I mean, people
That was
walking
on
through
PS3.
walls.
Was a PS3 title.
Well, so that game was a PS3 title, but they did actually have another one after that, which was the last and final one, SOCOM 4. Um, so by the time SOCOM 4 come out, Call of Duty was dominating stuff. So
I think the
yeah,
first Perfect Dark game that came out.
That was my favorite. Oh, Perfect Dark Zero.
Yeah, Perfect
Yep.
Dark was right after
Well,
GoldenEye.
I never
And it
played
was
Perfect Dark, but I've heard that it's up there with GoldenEye in terms of legendary
GoldenEye was a
first-person
reason to
shooters.
buy a N64.
I had a
Yep.
rifle on Perfect Dark, dude, where I could shoot your ass through the wall. Ha ha ha!
Say my
I mean,
favorite
like,
thing on
I mean, through layers of walls.
my favorite game on GoldenEye was Man with the Golden Gun.
Oh yeah,
One person got the golden gun, the other three people got to kill his ass.
yeah, those guns there, man. The way that they did that with just like the N64, right? They only had a certain amount of megabytes basically here. They don't have a disc like PlayStation had. You had 700 megabytes. You didn't have a lot of audio dialogue. They did the best they could do with it. I mean, the polygons, they're dated now. We go back and look, but the fun that we had in the multiplayer, my God. I mean, the matches that were had in GoldenEye, man, were like epic.
Yeah, man. I mean, I have it on my handheld right now, but the only problem is I have no idea how to how to get the controls to work properly. Like I can play it, it's just not as
What handheld do you
More
have?
smooth. I have a Steam Deck.
That's it. I was thinking about buying a Razer handheld.
They've
I
got
haven't
those
looked
new
into
ones.
the Razer. I haven't looked into the Razer, but the Steam Deck, I like it because I can play on my PC, and what I use this program, which is like an emulation program, which has all of the emulators from like the oldest game system all the way up to like I think Switch, Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, there's one because I know you can use Steam Deck with some phones and stuff right there, right? Like some of the Steam games you can play on the phone.
Yeah.
And I've seen a lot of my brother, he actually got this one controller that kind of like grips the phone, and it's got the bumpers on it. It's got all the regular buttons. It's got R3, R4, and he plays Call of Duty on there with it. And I'm like, because I'm always like, man, how you gonna play Call of Duty touching the screen like it? That's like so suckage, man. Like, how can you actually? And he's like, no, you just buy this deal. And he showed it to me. It hooks up to the phone, and believe it or not, it's Bluetooth. But that son of a bitch works great, man. I see him do multiplayer matches on there, and it's like really competitive. So like for some of those games, you can actually get these aftermarket controllers that hook up to the phone in certain instances that work good.
Yeah.
And then a lot of times when you do that, you have to go into your settings and just, you have to map them out. You just, if they don't have the presets already set, you just got to go in there, man. And it's annoying. But once you get it mapped out, then you're able to get, you set up your analogs, you set up your D-pad, set up your bumpers, set up your triggers.
Man, I tell you what, I got like probably like 400 old school games on my Steam Deck.
Damn, man. I'm gonna go back and play Ace Combat. Yep, Ace Combat.
Okay. And am I the only one that be going back and beating the games that I couldn't afford in my childhood?
Absolutely,
No,
absolutely
you're not. No, you ain't. Nope. Because there's games, damn it, that I'm still playing right now that I haven't played 15 that came out 15, 20 years ago.
Yo, Jay.
Yeah.
I have over 100 games in my backlog for my 360. I have 60 PS3 games that I didn't even open up yet.
Yeah, bro, just saying that. Yep.
Hey, I'm right there with you. I don't know the exact number, but what I do is I just have a list on Google Documents, and I just go down the list and check them off.
Yeah.
What I used to do, man, this was like right when PS3 and 360 came out.
That's one way to do it.
I had the original Xboxes, right? The big boy, right? The
Xbox.
OG?
Yeah, the first one.
That you could kill someone.
You said that you could kill someone with. You damn right.
It was so heavy.
What you say? He had that brick.
The controller. You could kill a person with the damn controller. That first controller, man. Shit, you better not fuck with motherfucker that lost that damn Madden game. Gonna hit you with that controller.
Hey, I broke my toenail. I broke my toenail with one of them damn things. You hear me? My whole toenail came off.
If you remember, right, when that came out, I actually started being able to get, because Xbox 360 was just coming out. So at the pawn shops, I was able to get the old OG Xboxes for pretty cheap. And they were like dirt cheap, under $30, like in some cases. And what I was finding out about the emulators, I had actually got in there and found out the hot swap method to put Unleash X on it. And basically Unleash X had everything. I mean, it had everything from MAME, which is the arcade emulator, SNES, NES, Sega Master System, Sega Genesis, Sega CD, Sega 32X, Sega Saturn, Dreamcast, N64. I mean, and you could play when you do Unleash X, you could actually, with alcohol 120%, burn Xbox games as backups and play them in your disk drive. So I would just do that and then sell it to people as a modded console without having to get the mod chip. And what I would do is I would go online, FTP, and download the the entire library. So I'll get the entire library for SNES. I get the entire library for NES. Get the entire library for N64.
Wait,
Get the entire libraries.
is anybody here from NYC up here?
I'm from Jersey. That's close enough.
What part of Jersey you from?
I'm from Central.
Oh, I'm from Newark. Well,
Oh, yeah, you up north? Oh,
yeah, Brick City. Well, one, I turned my Xbox into a jukebox. I downloaded all my CDs onto my Xbox. But do you remember the PS2 where you get the chip in and you could play bootlegs on the PS2?
Yep.
Well, it was a spot in NYC called J&L Video Games. I took my PS2 there. They soldered the chip in, and we had memberships to Blockbuster and Hollywood Games. And we had the ripping system. We would put the games into our computers and make copies of them and return the games. And we played all our games onto the fucking PlayStation 2.
Damn. If I knew about that, I would have done that shit. That's crazy.
I'm just sitting back over here like impressed. And hold on, let me get this out. Impressed with y'all, pissed off at y'all, hurt, happy, elated, and like dumbfounded. Like, so these type of niggas did exist. So I wasn't the only one who was thinking these things were probably you motherfuckers were literally doing the shit I was thinking about. Man, I need to go to the next level.
Yo.
But I had the type of homeboys that when
It
I was
was
the
a
one
spot.
homeboy in the room trying
Look.
to make everything perfect on the game and do, man, you waste the garbage, just play. I say I hate
Hey,
playing
yo.
with dummies.
You go to a
Yeah.
spot in New York City, you'll take your PSP and get it hacked. You can play all your emulators on a freaking PSP.
Well, I wasn't into those like baby console games like that. I was like just straight
you can play
PlayStation
You can
and
play them all
Dreamcast.
with that now. You can
Hold
play
up.
them all.
PSP was ahead of its time, brother. Hold up.
Oh yes, it was. It was. I ain't even finna lie to you. Every time I would go to the game place and I get on there and just demo and play. I say, oh yeah, this shit here, it's got that. Who was this rival? Nintendo with their little Game Boy. I say it got shit on it. It got
Yeah,
shit.
I
man.
mean, you know, if you remember, guys, think about it now. That was back in the days. And if you remember, Lewis, remember when the PlayStation disc came out, the original PlayStation disc, right?
Yeah.
What color was the back of it?
Black.
Wasn't it blue?
It was black. The blue,
Yeah, the
Blu-ray.
black.
No, it was black.
Those
Blu-ray
discs were black.
You
Right,
talking
they
about
were
PlayStation
black.
2 or PlayStation?
No, you talking about
PlayStation 2 was blue, right? Because they had the Blu-ray disc coming out, right?
That
So
depends on what PS2 you had though. Because I had PS2 and I had a Blu-ray game and couldn't play that shit, bro.
Yes,
I was
some of
tight.
them didn't have
Because in
it.
the beginning, those Blu-rays were only meant and intent for movies, remember? And you had to, and they would specifically tell you if you trying to play some games on this that are not intended, that were Blu-ray, were not Blu-ray ready. Because remember when it first came out, it still had bugs and stuff they had to work at. So they were
The best console, the best PS2 console to get was the original, the box
Right.
version,
And
not the thin one.
That's what I was going to get ready to say, because if you remember on the original PlayStation and also on the original Xbox, when with those black discs, I use that as a reason because the copyright protection you could always, and I was always burning discs, right? I was the only guy that had a DVD burner. So I was like tinkering, trying to figure out how do we burn these PlayStation games, because they were about 700 megabytes. You could put them on a CD. So I was like, man, how can we do it? And I was copying them and I would put them in the thing or whatever. It wouldn't work. It was a couple games that you could hot swap them with. I think Final Fantasy was one where you could hot swap the game, put Final Fantasy in. And then
Well, do you have 321 Studios?
Somebody got crazy background noise.
321. What I found was I was using alcohol 120%. And I had to find out the actual copyright protection. So what they did was, so to keep you from burning the game strictly from a DVD burner, because remember, Sony was the ones who was doing that, and they was the one that came up with the technology. So they had inserted into their games fake bits. So in that 700 megabytes, like every seventh bit was a fake bit. So if you try to burn it, what happens is when you put the disk in, it doesn't, the EEPROM, it does not have that fake bit detection. So you will never be able, when you put it in, it'll just, it'll go to that red screen, right? That red smoke will pop up like, oh yeah, you know, you ain't supposed to put that in there. You know what I'm saying? And the only other games that you could do it with, I think, was Final Fantasy, and it was one other one. I don't know if it was Crash Bandicoot. It was one of them that you could stick the game in, take it out. Like you had to do it like you had to put like a piece of plastic or something inside of your inside of the thing where you get the open disc, and then you could take that disc out while the game is running, put the other game in, and then go back to the dashboard, and it'll play it. And that was the only way to do it. Well, we figured out with alcohol 120%. And that may be what those guys at J&T or whatever were doing too, besides the soldering. You could do that and you get alcohol 120% with those older PlayStations because they weren't getting updates and stuff back then. You know, you got this PlayStation that was, you know, they start doing the updates later. You could get that damn thing and set it up. Once you put alcohol 120%, it actually burned that fake bit in there for you. So you can just basically get the game from GameStop, put it in your computer, copy it, burn it on alcohol 120%, and play it on PlayStation 1 and the early versions of PlayStation 2. It was like completely copyright circumvention, which is totally illegal, but it was possible.
Man, I'm a freaking pirate.
Dude,
Man.
I'm telling you, you can do that shit, man. Go, they got them games and them torrent sites right along with them movies. And for the sake of your channel, I ain't gonna say the damn names of any of them.
The only problem with bootlegging games on the newer versions of the console, you can do it. Soft mods are a lot harder to do now. The modding is good too, unless you have a swap on it. But the problem is that if you want to play online, and if Microsoft gets in there or Sony gets in there and finds out on your hard drive that you have copyright circumvention shit, they will just brick your fucking $700 console. They'll brick it.
See, that's why I don't try to get too in depth. Like, you not finna just shut my shit down. I need my shit, dude. Thank you.
Oh no, they don't just shut it down. They had one with Microsoft was actually having your Xbox. Once they detected it, they really wanted to fuck with you. They would just make your Xbox run at 100% and turn the goddamn fans off until your shit just melted.
I mean, well, shit, nigga. Hey, I know of it, but I've been for basically buying my my own games. I mean, then there is like to no point of doing that, especially if you can wait and the game be on a 60% discount or some shit like that. You know what I mean? It's just, you know, it's nonsensical. But when it comes to like movies and music, shit, hybrid, straight One Piece in them bitch.
Well, you pay $600 for anything, man, and you want to risk your $600 investment on this damn console, your account too, because they'll knock out your damn account, all your achievements, everything, all the money you didn't spend on game for a $60 game that you could have bought probably for $30 online. You wouldn't want to risk $600 for that. So at this point in time, bootlegging games is on your console is probably not a great idea.
It's pointless, especially around the holiday season. You know what I'm saying? Only games because only Nintendo don't give discounts, but PlayStation and Xbox, you get discounts all day. Like a couple
give
weeks
you
after the game comes out.
4 or 5 games a month for free, so you don't even have to download them, right? You just go in there, hit when it's free, you hit download, hit cancel, and then as long as you've got your Xbox Live membership, you can always go back in that library and download that game for free, even if it's not free anymore. So it's just like
that's true.
Too many free games out there. And same thing with PSN. I think they do the same thing at PSN, right, Louis?
Yeah.
Because you're not, when you're getting it, you're not downloading it, you're just putting it in your library. So you can just download it whenever you feel like it.
Right, because you have the rights now for it.
Mm-hmm.
I downloaded Gallagher, old school games like that. Dig Dug. What else? They gave me my Tiger Woods '94.
Oh, you was on that Tiger Woods too?
Man, look,
Man, what you know about that Tiger Woods, boy? Hey, we used to bet money on that Tiger Woods.
AAL.
Got dudes right now who hate my guts because, dude.
Did you ever play Mr. Do?
What the hell is Mr. Do? Like I say, I play the realistic sport games. Anything that look cartoonish to me, fluffy, no. It has to look.
He said, "What the hell is Mr. Do?"
Yeah, what is Mr. Do? Give us the play-by-play. Damn.
Was it a sports game, Lewis? What was it?
I'm about to show you.
He has the ability.
Nah, you're better than me. I can't play golf. No golf game to save my life, bro.
No, that Tiger Woods, bro. I said the same thing until because we was all betting on Live and Madden and shit, and my partner would always bring out one of my partners. He loved it, the damn FIFA. He got me onto that shit, but that Tiger Woods, I'm like, man, we ain't finna play no golf. That damn Tiger Woods was, man, interesting, dog. I mean, that shit.
Them golf games is hard as hell, bro.
I got my partners together, and we all pirates, right? And like Shadow said, we always be playing Madden, college football, and 2K, and they always be like, "You the only nigga we know. If we dig in your Nike bag, you got all the sports." So niggas talking shit one day. And I pulled out some good weed. I say, man, y'all want to play 18 holes or some Tiger Woods?
He said, I pulled out some good weed.
I say,
Mr. Dude, it's like Pac-Man and fucking Mario put together.
Hey, I would have fucking rather play with you too.
What is this he's showing? Is this
Mr. Dude?
Like Pac-Man and Mario.
That's old school arcade game.
I ain't gonna lie, that's a game.
That's Dig Dug, bro. That's Dig Dug. I got that. That's Dig Dug.
That's a game I couldn't get down with if I was a kid, bro. When I was a kid, I couldn't play.
I vaguely remember that shit.
Yeah, that's my shit right about this game. Dig Dug. Yeah, that's Dig Dug.
I'm a mid 80s kid, man.
I tell you what you ain't found. You ain't found Frogger. You ain't found Frogger.
Damn, how old is y'all niggas?
Go find some Frogger, man. I'm 52, man. I am y'all. I am y'all.
God damn, you a whole grandpa out here, bro.
I'm a whole daddy out here. My child.
Well, he may be that, but we evolved, nigga. We evolved though, bro.
Listen, my first system was the Sega Genesis and the Super Nintendo. All right.
That was my third and fourth. Shit, like I say, I mean 56. I started out with Atari 2600. Went to 57. Went to 76. We put and my partner across the street, he had ColecoVision. And I'm telling you, when ColecoVision came out, niggas was like, fuck Atari and shit. Till I had to get that 7600 to bring it back to life. Boy, I say, look at here. Left that. Then after that came Sega Genesis. Then Nintendo. I hate to say Nintendo's on my resume, but it is just that one. That ugly that shit you had to blow into the cartridges just to make the shit work. Shit up, man. Piece of shit.
My sister
I
had
remember
Atari
that shit.
Yeah, my sister had and my cousin had Atari and regular first Nintendo. Yeah, so I got to play those.
And from there,
that was Choplifter was my favorite though. That Choplifter. That shit was dope as fuck. I don't know if you guys remember that. That's old school.
The most underrated system ever made and built, the best system ever made and built, but they underrated the shit out of it, was Sega Dreamcast.
I'm glad, man. I'm filled.
Oh, bruh. Dreamcast is so underrated, bro.
Man, the grand system was
Dreamcast.
That was like one of the first systems you go online.
Sega messed that up because they had the Saturn. Remember, they had 32X. Then they had the Saturn. They had Sega CD, which was obsolete at that point. And then you had the Dreamcast, which was
the Genesis was a beast too.
The Genesis
was a beast.
I dig Sega Saturn though, man. I'm kind of mixed up.
Dreamcast ain't really push no games. You had
that one NFL Club I was playing on there.
You had Sonic Adventures 2,
2K,
Crazy Taxi.
Crazy Taxi. I remember Crazy Taxi.
So they had
his point. 2K was built off of Sega Dreamcast. There would not be no 2K basketball whatsoever if it wasn't for Dreamcast. Dreamcast, it's single-handedly saved Dreamcast. I mean, it saved 2K the game. That whole series.
Shit, nigga, that's why I'm glad, man.
You gotta remember, 2K was Sega Sports.
You said 2K was Sega Sports.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah,
I used to create teams. You could I had I used to use Sonic the Hedgehog as my logo on my
over the Xbox. If you guys remember,
real talk.
Once the Dreamcast died, that license got licensed out for cross-platform on third party, and then they put 2K. It was 2K3, right? Which I think 2K3 was the one that had Terrell Owens on the front, and ESPN got the license at that point, and that was before Madden bought the entire NFL license.
Yeah, the last good 2K football was the one that had Randy Moss on the cover. That was the last good one they had, and then here come, like you said, Madden, and that's what Madden had to make his rush, because remember, Madden was out.
I'll say them days of Terrell Davis.
Hey, AL, the one with Randy Moss, did that have the cut screen scene where Testaverde ruptured his Achilles?
Cutscenes wasn't better than the ones from Double Dribble.
I think the one Terrell Davis and John Elway in those days.
Yeah, that's when you had. See, that's how it was, right? And
I'm talking about them real football days, damn it.
Well, you had the NFLPA, right? They hadn't got so stringent on the license, and when they got EA Sports had gotten so much of a big, so much money that they were like, well, we'll just buy the entire NFL license. We'll make a deal with the NFLPA. So the Players Association, we'll go ahead and just buy the license for the next 10 years. So no one could make any kind of
they froze everybody out.
Yeah, and then they would have football games to come out, but then you couldn't use the real team name, so nobody wanted to play that shit. You know, that was like they monopolized the shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, goodness.
They made you accept all those years of good and bad Madden for good, for better or worse. And guess what? We suffered. We anybody who is true Madden heads know. Trust me, it was a whole minute. I said I divorced myself from Madden for some years. I said it's just college football, triple option.
And it was pre-2012 or before 2012, man.
Hey,
I think it was pre-2012. I know, no. What was after Vince Young's cover? After Vince Young's cover, I wouldn't protest. That was the last good Madden.
I say, I played a Madden game, but boy, that was like, man, some years ago. That was like about 8-9 years ago. But then before that, I ain't played a damn football game since NFL Blitz. That shit was hilarious.
Blitz was good. I think the controls, as far as the Madden controls, I think they were at the peak from 2000 and they started in 04 for me. 04 when Vic was on the cover, right? And then you could, they finally
from Vic to Young, it was perfect. It was like, all right, we're hitting our zenith, everything we want, we need in the packages and this, that, and the third.
What about the cheat codes and that shit? They got cheat codes in that damn game.
The issue was they tried to make sports games more realistic and take the arcade-ish game style out of it.
Well, Madden was supposed to be a simulation, and a simulation is different than the arcade. But the thing I thought that was good was 2007 Madden because they added the quarterback vision. And that's very important. So as you move the vision, a lot of people complained about the vision, but I actually like it because that's actually more realistic. So like if your quarterback is scrambling, let's just say Vic, he's a left-handed quarterback. He's scrambling all the way to the left at full speed. He's got, Algie Crumpler coming out, you know what I'm saying, on the outer shit. And he just stops on a dime and throws that ball left-handed all the way back to the right, and Algie catches it. Now, it will do some shit like that, but the average quarterback ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? So the quarterback vision allows you to move your vision cone. So as you move your vision cone to that receiver, if he's in your vision cone, the chances of you completing that pass, whether it's a gun or whether it was a lob, the chances of you completing it would be more chances you complete that pass because you're actually looking at that receiver, and then you could look off, right? You could know that you're gonna pass to the right. You move your cone to the left. The defense sees it. You may take his DB and move it to the left. Now he out of position. So when you do that post corner, bam! Now you can hit Oz Hakeem. Let's say, you know what I'm saying, you on the old school where you had the greatest show on turf. Now you gonna hit him. Because he on a post corner, he done beat everybody.
Yeah, but I see the complaints with the QB vision because that was based off how actually good the quarterback really is. And also based off of your how good you are at the game too. Because if you're really good, you could get an average quarterback, and
I'm glad
work that QB vision. You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad I'm open-minded and shit, man, and have I'm composed of many different genres of games and shit and just different shit. Yeah, and it's awesome. But I never really got into in depth into the football games like a lot of people did, like a lot of brothers did.
What you're saying is this, and I give you credit for it. In this world, this genre we talk about, we call you a video game unicorn for the simple fact you're into the type of games most normal, like most dudes are rooted in sports first. Like I'm saying, like for me, like I said, I can sit back and listen to you guys talk all day because it's so. And we call you unicorns because if in my hood and in my like I'm around nothing but jocks, dudes who play ball. So for us to venture into y'all world, first person shooter games, adventure games, and anime stuff, Final Fantasy. Oh no,
Yeah, it just became more exciting to a lot of us. You know what I mean? And took our time away.
Yeah, but to us, we looked at y'all like y'all weird. But then I was like, they weird, but they cool. No, but
Yeah. Well, we started off at sports games, like you said. You're right, because I did, and I would say my love for sports like that when it comes to football, um, playing the game, like the video game, that waned with my love for my love for football just went away because the spirit wasn't the same, because they changed all the rules and shit over the last 25 years. So, and
no. Go ahead, brother.
Hey, Lewis, how's that crypto thing you was telling me about the last time? How's that coming out, man?
Well, with the crypto?
Yeah.
That was Bay that was talking about that.
But that was Bay. I thought that was you.
No.
Did you ever mess with it? What Bay was talking about?
I have to they had banned my account after contact Venmo on that.
No shit.
Yep.
Man, damn, man, that's crazy, bro. They banned your whole account.
Yeah, I gotta because I had set it up wrong, so I gotta contact them so they could so I could put money in the account. But here's the coin watch thing with the crypto. With the prices with the crypto right now.
Yeah, I always wonder if I should get into that shit now, man, especially now since Trump is in office.
I actually came across a buddy of mine. He had what is Solana? Solana's up there. Solana's at 150 now, right? Is a guy that I used to work with. He told me about Solana way long time ago. It was probably I think maybe 4 years or somewhere around in that time. I think Solana was like low. I mean, it was like maybe $1 or $2, if that. And you see right now it's at 150, right? This guy put $500 in there, Lewis, and that motherfucker came back with like 17 bands. This is like my motherfucking manager, right? I'm like, what the hell? How did he know that shit, right? And he was telling me about it. He just put me up on a new one, right? Now check this out. Like what you're showing now, right? We have to buy that on the exchange, or you have to make your wallet, or you have to buy that, you buy, sell, buy low, sell high, whatever. Or you can, some of you can stake and this and there, get the interest off the staking of the coins like ETH with the proof of stake with Ethereum, which is basically does all the work of the Bitcoin network with the smart contracts. XRP is coming up too as well, because that is being used damn near it's damn near like a commodity. But there's a new one called Pi Network. And bro, when I tell you this, it's still in before the mainnet conversion. So it's not in mainnet yet. It's 7 days left before it goes to mainnet. The same guy that put me on Solana, one I was telling you about, knew when he knew this shit was up. It was telling me 500 to 17,000 under 3 months. This son bitch sent me this fucking Pi thing, right? Dude, I've made bread off of it already. It allows you to mine the Pi coin with your fucking cell phone, and you don't even have to buy anything to start it in. It actually pays you to mine.
Oh, wow.
Completely on your fucking cell phone, bro.
Well, you need to listen to Black Ram 313 and Ohin Omara. They be heavy into that crypto, talking about it. Crypto Gang Podcast and Black Ram 313.
Yeah, I got Black Ram on there. Who was the other guys? Can you put them in the back chat? I'll check them out. I'll put them in the back chat.
All right.
Yeah, but this one right here, bro, is 7 days going to the migration. And when it goes full, then it'll be like on Coinbase and CoinWatch and all the Binance. It'll be on all the main. But like, I was like, man, why is it like, people always get caught up on like, like when this stuff comes out and it bangs out, people like, oh man, Bitcoin at 100,000, man, Bitcoin at. And then like, man, well, damn, where were the people at telling you, hey, invest in this or get down with this before it actually goes to mainnet? And like that way, when you go to mainnet, what happens is like, it's called an airdrop. You know what an airdrop is?
Nah.
Okay, an airdrop is like this. Like XRP had an airdrop, right? So like before XRP got on mainnet, if you was on there before it went to mainnet, and you bought, let's just say, $100 worth of it, they would kind of like, in a way, I guess I can only explain it like a 401k match type deal, right? So if you bought it at that price, when it goes to mainnet, it's gonna go up because the market cap is gonna increase. They would double your investment or sometimes triple your investment by sending you an airdrop. So as long as you had it already before the mainnet went live, as long as you keep your account, you keep your wallet, once the coins are still in there and you got yours in from before mainnet comes in, they'll just airdrop you. Like let's say you had 100 coins, they'll airdrop you 100 coins for free, but only because you were there before it went to mainnet. So what PI, the one I'm talking about, is called Pi Network. These guys have extended it. It's about 8 days left to get in on mainnet. And I always tell them, man, where are the guys that are telling us about some of these ones that are coming up where we can actually make the money, get in before the mainnet comes so we can get that airdrop, we can get that big money. Deal is with this, bro, you ain't even got to buy it. All you got to do is download the app and mine with it. All you got to do is mine one time a day. You hit the button, and that some bitch right now, I've already made about 4 coins of it already. And I think I was on there for like, 48 hours? I've added about 3 or 4 of my friends. They have only been on there for like 24 hours, and they're already at like 1-2 coins. And the crazy part is the network, once you get before mainnet, everybody that joins up together, your mining power is increased, and everybody makes the most money based on how many people you have there. It's crazy.
Yeah, well, you got into this world, yeah, you lost me. Yeah, this is all y'all.
basically it's free money, bro. I'm telling you guys this now, Lewis. I'll send you I'll send you the link in the back chat. Dude,
All
it's
right.
free money. I mean, literally free money. You guys, I'm serious. They'll never say that, you know, because I was like, man, what, man, remember what Shatter was talking about, that Pi network, when that shit goes up, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, damn, why didn't we get on? Here I am now. 7 days. These fuckers going to mainnet. You guys heard it here first. I'm going to send the link in the private chat. You guys join it. Guaranteed. No, you don't have to pay shit. Free money. I'm telling you.
Y'all got like a Discord or some shit?
Yeah, the Pi network, it's got Discord, it's got Telegram, it's got everything. The app actually connects you into the network. But thing about it is you don't have to buy it.
I'll just call and talk to you about this later, Shatter.
I'm gonna shoot the link in there. I don't want to disconnect what we were talking about, but
yeah, because I want to get in that. I want to get more understanding.
I want some free money for my dogs, and if they told me about it, I'm telling you, this guy I'm talking about, this motherfucker's a multi-millionaire. He got a whole fucking like a Hooters in Dallas, not Hooters, but he made his own fucking Hooters off this shit.
Like I hear a lot about H-Bar and Doge and
Dogecoin?
DC. Yeah.
Doge has been like, everything's been pretty flat for the last couple of days, but Doge is actually doing decent. But like I said, right now I'm kind of doing staking, so I'm kind of getting a percentage off the money instead of doing a buy low, sell high. I'm getting a percentage off the money of the coin that I have. Kind of like if in the stock market, you would think about dividends. So they would pay you dividends on the stock, kind of like that. And I'm kind of hedging that. But the Pi, and I make about $5 or $6 in the interest payments of it, like maybe a week or whatever. And I just recompound it. And the Pi though, I bought that, what I'm talking about, for the stakes. That was on Cosmos Atom Coin. But for the Pi network, man, this shit is free money. I didn't have to buy shit. It's fucking free. All you gotta do is download the app and just fucking mine with your phone. And the damn Pi network, I think the coin is worth like what? I think it's like $2 a coin right now. Like a dollar, like $1.80 or some shit. And when it goes to mainnet, you know, it's probably going to go up to $5. And if they're giving it to you for free and then they're going to airdrop you, man, it's free money, bro. I would be remiss if I didn't tell every one of my brothers about some free money, dog.
Appreciate that.
We appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, I'm dropping it in the back chat, man. You guys go ahead. I got to go and find this so I can drop it in the back chat.
This is how black male media interest is supposed to. We're supposed to network like this, and there should be no shame.
You borging out, bro. Your mic is tripping.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you now.
We hear you now.
Listen, this is how black male media interest should work. We should be connected and working like this and reaching out. And, you know, our reach should be like octopus tentacles, just going everywhere. We're supposed to be communicating, not fussing and fighting amongst one another. We're supposed to be doing like we're doing right now. That's what I say. Salute to Shadow. You're supposed to do this.
Hey, listen, the info was always there. It's always going to be somebody out there that's going to give us information, man. We just got to do our due diligence too, and be willing to do the research as well, and not just be on these panels having DMP conversations, red pill conversations, and all that. You know what I'm saying?
It's all needed. It's all needed.
We all going.
I don't know how many times I could tell you. I don't know how many times I could tell you to stop messing with the old Cleon demon.
We done told you every which way from Sunday. You gotta stop messing with them, this, that, and the third. All we can do is just get a message. Whether they want to receive it is up to them.
Yeah, man. Just give out the information. They can't say they didn't know.
I mean, and another big reason why we keep, another big reason why we talk about it is because there be new developments. You know what I mean? As the years goes by, they be keep on doing stupid shit to put themselves out there. So we're gonna be bold to speak about it and put their ass on the spotlight, and other people are mad about it and coming up with all ways to come against us. So
Don't let it stop you. Keep this. It's our job to keep the spotlight on it. It's called the spotlight of shame. See,
like they expect you, like AL, they expect you to stay shut up, right? If something diabolical comes out, something that a bitch does, and it's crazy. I'm like, no, like you ain't gonna bully me to shut up, motherfucker.
I'm gonna put your ass on blast. You guess what? The shame of the world of society will come heaping upon you, and guess what? That is like a 10-ton tsunami. You can act like with all your rolling your eyes, you can't tell me nothing, this, that, there. Guess what? When society gets on your ass and it stays on your ass like a 10-ton tsunami, I want to see you overcome. I want to see you overcome. You can't. It gets them all. They will all succumb to it because guess what? They suffer from idiosyncrasies and insecurities, which makes up the esteem of the self. Called self-esteem, motherfuckers, and you never had it to begin with. You've been leaning on everybody else and everybody else's culture, white man, white woman, black man, Mexican man, everybody alike, so you can run your buffoonery ass clown games and trifles and say it. But guess what? That spotlight of shame, we're supposed to keep it on. Ain't supposed to. They watch them do something wrong and then you start twirling your thumbs and hold your head down and shuffling your feet like and whistling down the road. Like, no, you're supposed to say, "Girl, you out of line. Heifers, you out of line. Y'all wrong." It's okay when the chicken coop pastor do it to you. He up there clucking and roosting on Sunday. That's the only day you're allowed to be shamed. No, you got 6 other days, goddamn it, and we gonna give it to you too. Every time y'all do something stupid, like the chick up there in Detroit letting them kids die, while you got your mama in the car sitting there while you up in there gambling. For what? You couldn't make you enough money to go get a room for a week?
That they gave her a house, right? Or a room, a place to stay, right?
Come again?
She got a place. I think she got a house. She let her kids get deleted and got a house as a result, bro.
Well, she still got 3 of them. She had a total of 5. She only lost 2. She just lost boys 2.
No, the other 2, they went with the dad, the dude. You remember the dude who was speaking out, the dad of the kids?
Yeah.
They went with his family for a little bit. They went with his family, his cousins. And then from what I'm hearing, she got people was donating and helped her get a crib instead of her going to jail like she should have.
After the fact.
Are you serious? Oh hell no! Nah. But they shit on man and spit on man and pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Motherfuckers got 1,000 ways to tell you that to pull yourself up by your bootstraps. But when it comes to these bras, they can get away with doing straight evil, and you motherfuckers giving money. Oh boy.
Well, it's not an accident, man. It's not an accident. They do this on purpose to further destabilize their main objective, which was the original objective was, what did they say? Destroy the nuclear family.
Man, if heads don't need to be on fire, boy, I tell you.
Nah, that's a fact. Because even when the shit happened, most people wasn't trying to blame the mom. They was trying to blame the dad.
Yeah.
And he wasn't even there.
He had to literally come out.
What happened if his dad was there?
He literally had to come out on the news and give a counter narrative. No, I had family right around the corner. She could have took him to. No, I'm working 80 hours a week. No, she just wanted to drop him off here, there, and whenever, and would never tell me why. She didn't want to tell me she lost her place because she knew if she would have told me she lost her place, I would have came after mine. That's the whole thing. The
Right.
whole principles of the conundrum she's missing to give you all the true information. Because guess what? She knows she in the wrong. She doing everything she can to keep from having charges brought against her. But trust me, if anybody with any sense and any morality to them in the Department of Child Protective Custody, CPS in Detroit, they need to be on that ass for real. I don't care if she is a black woman. I don't care if she
it's DCFS up there, which is worse than CPS in Texas. Don't know how that's possible because we know what horrors happen in the CPS charge. We know the horrors.
Hey, you know what now? What's up with all them that like shows like that Indisputed, like that one light skinned guy with glasses, that Indisputed dude, and and Umar Johnson. Where
You talking about Dr. Richie? You talking about Dr. Rashad Richie?
Yeah, him and Dr. Umar. Where were they at with this story, man? Them bastards.
Richie cannot do it personally. He can't do it because he's over there with Young Turks, and they have him as controlled opposition.
So they two team bitch them to speak against that shit.
Only give him so much to work with, and like I said, if you know you only allotted to say like anything cop killing innocent black dude related, oh yeah, Richie's gonna cover. Because I catch him every day doing stuff like that.
Yeah,
any indignant thing happened to a woman,
they get a white Karen or something.
He's on.
He's the Karen. He calls himself the Karen Hunter. He actually calls himself this. So that's his moniker. He's not gonna go after anything that shows the B-dub,
the godnocracy going.
No, because if they show the black woman in a negative light, and it starts messing with their money. Mess with their bottom line. Him and Umar.
It hurts them. They're not going to go against their money. Same way with Roland Martin and the rest of these talking heads. And thank God Joy Reid is gone. My God, I don't know how long.
Dumbasses. Like you can't.
Oh, happy days.
Because that lets me know. You cannot, motherfucker. In order to fix a village, nigga, or to form a village, you got to be willing to hold both parties accountable.
Hello.
Dummy.
Say it again, black man. Say it again, black man.
Hell, in order to maintain a village, yet alone form a village, you got to hold both parties accountable. So therefore, so you can have a functional society, everyone is strict on code, damn it, and therefore they can build strong towers.
Yeah,
I'm in wrong.
The thing is, you got a lot of bad actors, man. You got a lot of bad actors in these spaces, and like I said, they're in it for the money. They're not really trying to.
More important. The check is more important than actually.
They're not trying to push anything forward. They're just, hey man, I seen Kevin Samuels do this thing. I seen that. Yo, if we do this, we could get bread. I seen Derrick Jackson do this. Yo, we get a check doing this, and that's just all it is for them.
It's a clone feedback. They're cloning the strategy, and it's a feedback loop, and it just gets worse every iteration. I mean, just look at the TikTok stuff that you got. The challenges get more and more debaucherous every time they get a new challenge, from Tide Pods to
silhouettes.
Jumping on the damn the milk carton. Remember that shit? The milk carton. They gotta walk on. Nigga, then they broke his whole neck off.
Shout out to the silhouette challenge.
Hit the hospital behind that one. Shout out to who now?
Shout out to the silhouette challenge.
That was some bullshit, though, boy. I said when that challenge came out, I swear to God, I said I never was into TikTok, but that was the day I said I'd be good. Goddamn, I ever subscribe to some nonsense shit like this, boy. I say, oh hell no.
No, I had to delete it, man. I got on there and I was like, man, I was gonna use it, to kind of further my deal. But I was like, man, the amount of debaucherousness, I just didn't want no part of it. I deleted it immediately and say, I ain't mad at nobody else want to use it. They want to use the TikTok. My daughter just loves TikTok. She say, oh, I just use that, to do this here. My algorithm is not set for this. I'm like, you know what? It's cool. Only thing I'm about with Lewis is like this. When I see NCOs and officers in uniform, on post, like just got through with they fucking soldiers, start talking about how America ain't shit, and they start sympathizing with terrorists basically, and they're in uniform and they're in charge of men, have units, they're fucking officer. And I'm like, hold on. First of all, in uniform, you ain't supposed to be talking political talk anyway, number one. Number two, how they're on TikTok on base recording dissension, you sewing this like.
I mean, where are the chapters and articles at when you need them? God damn! If it never
white privilege.
She was part of the white privilege, and she checked the other box, which was the LGBTQ box. So they was scared to fuck with her because, and I'm like, man, if that had been a black man, fuck him being an NCO. You get your fucking happy ass up there as an enlisted man, Lewis, and start talking politics and start sympathizing with terrorists. What the fuck is gonna happen to you?
I will get NJP'd.
Page you
Quickly. You might not just lose your rank and get bust down. You might go to prison.
I mean, see, the shit, man, they make man in this damn country down there in every angle to walk on eggshells while making it safe for bitch-made men, who can't control their impulses, whom a lot of them have pistols, and these wild-ass banshees in the LGBT community, all of them are safe and good, especially in the workplace, in the workforce. So therefore, they are the safest ones. But no, not no heterosexual masculine man. Now he got to walk on eggshells, and if he shows any backbone, then he's a problem.
And that's why I tell people when I hear other brothers, some of them are older than us, right? And they get on the team of, hey, this DEI stuff, Trump's coming after it, and this going to cost men jobs. And I say, hold on, stop, full stop. DEI does not benefit a straight black man in the workforce. Anybody say it does, they is a damn lie, and show me the example. Because there is none. The DEI only goes for the LGBTQ and for women. That's it. DEI has no
what
I
don't see. I'm glad it's gone. Yeah, get rid of it.
Yeah, fuck that shit. I mean, black men are still getting fired unjustly and over biases and shit that they are scared to let out.
Last to get hired, first to get fired. That rule ain't gonna never change when it comes to heterosexual black men. Come on now.
Well, at least if they get rid of it, right, we might actually be able to get some decent movies too, because they have been paying these people for DEI movies because the shit people don't like it, so people ain't going to the movies and see. So how does they keep on making these movies keep on flopping? They is paying them to do it. If they check these certain amount of boxes, companies like BlackRock and people like them and these NPO, the nonprofit organizations, alleged, will pay you millions of dollars for each checkbox that you put. And this is why we look at these movies. We're like, man, what the fuck is this? Like, what happened? Like, this was a great series, and now it's just fucking completely fucked up. Look at how they did The Acolyte. My God, it was so horrible. They went to the lesbian witches. They have created the Force now. I mean, come on, man. Where is Yoda?
Yeah, man.
Yoda would have chopped them whole heads off, man.
Two women had the ability to produce children. Come.
I even seen some shit where you had gay man witches. Yeah, man. I've seen some crazy shit, man.
That's prime.
When I was growing up,
if they start cutting that money off, they cut that money off, maybe we'll get some good movies.
back when I was growing up, a male witch was a fucking warlock. He wasn't
A
a
warlock,
witch. A
right.
witch was a witch, and a warlock was a warlock. But now,
Right.
see,
There was
that's
no
what I'm saying.
male witches. That was, even the devil worshiping warlocks would have a problem with it because they're like, no, it's warlock, because you remember that movie, The Warlock, right?
Yeah, I remember that old movie. Yeah, that kind of, little, that was eerie for me back then. But yeah,
But you look at the difference
I'll say
between
sorcerer though. Yeah.
But look at the difference between that guy and let's just say a Harry Potter generation. Okay. So Harry Potter, right, basically, a witch or whatever the fuck, right? But at least Warlock, right, at least he was masculine, right? He was an evil demon, but at least he was masculine. He's not some bitch or some fucking feminized dude with a wand in his hand, casting spells and shit. That shit is so. I could never get into Harry Potter shit. I'm sorry, I'd never.
Hey, I say if you see any chick with that damn pentagram necklace, damn it, with that 5-point star, walk away. I don't give a damn how good those cakes look. Walk away.
Do you want better? Any chick you see with nose rings, septic rings in her ears, and over her eyebrow, and this and that, man,
You talking about them bull nose rings, nigga?
I literally told her half. I said, "Bitch, is you cattle? Is you Elsie the cow? Why are you talking to me like that? You got a fucking septic ring around your nose. Don't you know those are only for fucking heifers, fucking cows? So you telling the world you a cow? Oh yeah, I said go do some studying before you get to mutilating your fucking body.
You damn cunt.
Get something in crown. You're an idiot.
A lot of the hotepery has brought a lot of that into it, right? The hotepery, woman is God, black woman is God, and they got a lot of this hotepery type bitches, the extra super duper vegan types, the spoken word, type of broad. Now I ain't talking about the good ones now. I'm talking about the hotepery ones. Black woman is the God, and men get on your knees and pray for forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? Like those types that I've seen, most of them, they're like super like tatted, super like, nose ring, septum ring, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I've been seeing them with the shit in the side of their cheeks, the shit in the top of their chest. I'm like, when did we go there? I remember when we was coming up, just having separate color hair, that was a white folks thing. Like black women were like, oh no, we ain't wearing no other color hair. Like maybe they'll dye their hair blonde. About be the worst thing they ever do. And they were like, oh, that's white folks stuff. All them piercings and all them extra super duper crazy tattoos. That was like white folks stuff. And they was like, we ain't gonna do that. That's what white folks do. They have taken it now and they have pushed it so far forward that now black women are more ahead of the more demonstrative of this stuff. Like I seen this one chick. I mean, if you put a magnet beside her head, her whole face would come off. She gets so much damn shit in her face. You gotta take that bitch to the scrap yard.
Damn.
Wonder why when you walk by, you side out, you roll your eyes and turn your nose up. They want to. You're judging me. You goddamn right I'm judging you. You better be happy I'm doing it in sign language and not out loud verbally and using the etymon, my spoken word. Because guess what? My fucking words, my verbiage will cut you like a knife, a dagger, a razor blade, a hot one. Boy, says you better be glad you catching this.
They're going to need a tetanus shot, man. They're going to need a tetanus shot for all that metal they got in their mouth and their face.
But man, I'm glad, man. They need to get that shit out of these shows and movies and shit, man, because that shit's highly annoying. Especially in Invincible. I can't respect Invincible, man, because he's they show him he's trying to grow up a little bit, you know what I mean? But man, just too much. What did Cat Williams say? The pimp named Slipback, motherfucker, got too much CBD, chronic bitch dependency.
Man, shout out Cat Williams, man. Cat Williams, man. All right, one thing about a lot of people don't like him, but man, Cat keep it real, dog. And he's been saying this shit for years, really. You can go back and look at his. You go back and look at Cat Williams has been very outspoken against a lot of this shit. And he's got to play the fiddle like everyone else, but he's not scared to get out there and say what he say. you know what I'm saying, and hold up with it. So shout out to Cat Williams, man. He been in there for a minute, man. But shout out pimp named Slickback.
I mean, you gotta respect any man that's been standing on like real man shit, like to the bone, like feet,
Ten-toe tag.
yeah, feet planted in the concrete and shit, like motherfucker, to where his balls dropped all the way to the center of the earth, kind of shit. You gotta respect that kind of shit, man. And that's the war right now. The war is those fighting against those kind of men, like those weird bitch made scary ass people, you know what I mean, and don't want the truth to be told to them, because if you do, then they're gonna just snap and morph into a whole creature on your ass. Ah, how dare you tell me the truth? Ah.
Yeah, man, fuck
You
them,
know what I
man.
mean?
They gonna do what they do. I didn't drop the free money in the private chat. You guys go back there and check it out. I got the Google Play link, the Apple Store link, and
I
I've got
appreciate it, bro.
the mainnet migration as well as there. So if you guys decide to download it and use it on your phones, it's not any like crazy ass shit. I'm telling you, it's you don't have to pay for anything at all. It's mines with your phone. And if you get into our main link, you'll actually make the guy that I just put on earlier today. He made a coin before I made one. It took me 3 days to make a coin. When I brought him into our mainnet, he made a coin in under 24 hours. So right now I'm at about 4 coins, and what it took me about 6 days to get, he has gotten it in 1 day, damn near. So just let you guys know, join our mainnet. You get all of the benefits, all of our mining combined. When we're on the same mainnet, you get a benefit from me mining, and every time that anyone else in our mainnet mines, you get a benefit from that as well. So it's like a node, and everyone that logs in, you don't buy anything. You're just mining with your phone, and everybody in that node, if you choose to download it, I've got the Google Play link in the back, the Apple Store Play link, and I've got the actual website. And when they ask you for your invitation, just put in SSSO Actual as your invitation code, and you'll get onto our mainnet. And from what I've seen, you'll be able to actually make a coin in under 24 hours. So that's just letting you guys know.
That's what's up.
Okay, yeah, right on, man. Yeah, because I'm definitely going. If your number's the same, I'm going to call you later to refresh up on some things that you just said and dive deep into it. No,
Yeah,
pause.
no
No
problem,
other. Yeah.
No problem. The mainnet goes live in 7 days. I'm telling you guys this now because after it goes live, there will be airdrops, and then you'll actually have the coin before it goes live. So when it goes live, it's at like $1.86, I think now, something like almost $2 a coin.
And how do you store it?
Well, that will be on the mainnet migration. So once everybody gets on when they're mining, you're going to be able to create your own personal wallet. And then once you create your personal wallet and you do your KYC, which is know your customer. So you'll have to, it's taxable money. So you have to put, your ID and all that stuff. And once you put in your KYC information, you make your own wallet. So then let's just say you had Coinbase or you had Binance or, the million other exchanges that they have out there. If you wanted to, let's say, take the money that you made with your personal wallet and say, hey, man, I want to cash out this money Shattered helped me to get. You can actually just say, okay, you get it'll be on mainnet. So now you can go over to Coinbase and say, hey, I got Coinbase. So I can just transfer my money to Coinbase and you can cash it out to your bank account within an hour, you got your money. Simple as that. It's not complicated. And that's why I say whenever people try to come with stuff and it's all complicated and shit, that's when, that's a fucking scam. If it shouldn't be complicated. It shit is fucking straight. This is what you do to get the money. When you want to cash it out, go here, click the button, bam. That's when it works. And this is what one of those type of deals. That's why I'm got to give all my guys some, because they extended it for 7 days before they go mainnet. So when they go mainnet, all the money that you have now is going to go over and you'll actually get an airdrop. Plus, when the coin comes up in value, you're going to have been made that money before everyone else gets on. Like, oh man, have you heard about the new coin? Then they said it. And when you hear about it, it's already too late. So here I am. I'm giving you this shit up front so guys could know, get on this shit before everybody. Oh yeah, it's something new, you know. And then everybody dumps their money into it. I'm giving you one where you got to dump your money into it. This shit is free, and you'd have learned about it before it even come out. That's what I was always missing, because I was always one step behind, Lewis. I'm like, man, where's these motherfuckers making all this crypto money? I started mining the crypto because I'm like, man, I can never get on the cusp of this shit. So I'm like, I'm gonna just mine it. I invested like $3,000 into mining the shit, and I wind up making my profit back, and I made like 6,000 off the shit. But then I'm like, man, where is the guys that's like, hey man, this is the stuff that's coming out now. You can get into it for basically nothing, and then when it comes to mainnet, now that's where you hear them. Man, I put $10 in there, man. That motherfucking shit, man. I got $300 off this shit. Where is those guys at? And I never did know, because they never would tell. When I hear about it, I got to dump all this money into it. Like you said, Lewis, like you dump the shit in, fuck around and lock your account up on some bullshit, all that old type of shit. I'm like, man, fuck all that. Where's the guys that's selling? So I'm like, man, I can't find them. So shit, when I find something, I'm going to let everybody know. You know what I'm saying? Period.
That's what's up. I appreciate that.
Ain't no worries, bro. Hey, like I say, 7 days to mainnet migration. Everybody get in that motherfucker, man. I promise you, bro. You can ask K. I put Chaos on it last night. He already made damn near a couple of coins off that bitch, and he ain't even been on there for 24 fucking hours. It took me damn near 3 or 4 days to get my first coin. This motherfucker, he on RNet. Shit, he done made a damn coin already.
So when you talking about mining, what are you talking about? What we gonna have to physically do just with our phones?
Well, with Pi, it's the mining network there. Like typically, what mining is, it's like transaction verifying. So the quickest way I could explain it to you on typical mining would be, you've got a debit card. You go to an ATM machine. Let's just say you got Chase. It's your main bank. So when you go to the corner store, you want to take $100 out. When you slide your card in that corner store ATM, they charge you what, $2.50, $3 or whatever, right? So then your bank might charge you $3 for using the out of network ATM. So when you get done with it, you got that $100. They didn't charge you $3 at the corner store, so that's $103 out of your account. And then Chase might charge you $3 because it's out of their network. So when you get done with it, it'll be $106 out of your account. Well, what mining does is you're verifying those accounts. Instead of them going to the ATM, if your computer helped to facilitate that transaction, then you get a piece of that $6 that they charge you for the transaction fee, because you help them verify that transaction. So you're like a part of that ATM transaction when you're mining, so that you can actually get paid a percentage based on what you have mined, based on the amount of money that was transferred, based upon how fast your mining speed is and how many blocks that you help recover. So with this, because the phones obviously is not like a $3,000 mining machine, with this is a KYC mining. So basically it's KYC. So basically you can use your phone and you're verifying yourself on the network, and they're actually paying you for verifying yourself. They're going to give you money for it. And instead of you having it, basically it's like, so that way you could do it on a cell phone versus having, let's say, buy a $3,000 mining machine to actually mine it. And to be honest, it's way cheaper, less power intensive, and you only have to check in with the app on the Pi network once every 24 hours to mine. So it's just like It's not complex at all. It's very easy.
So,
Hey guys,
yes.
yo, my sleeping aid is kicking in now. Anybody got any closing thoughts?
I was just gonna ask, this you right here, the striker 61 actual. This is your information for this that I need to pull. I'm in the
Yeah,
back.
on the private chat, yeah, that's mine on there.
Okay, I'm about to press
Yeah,
this
the
thing.
SSL actual, that's how to get on our main net.
Gotcha.
When you actually download it on your phone, it's gonna say who invited you, and you just type that in SSSO actual, and that'll put you on our main net, and that'll give you more money. So I think actually if you were to join, you're gonna actually gain more money than the last two people because every time we add someone to our mainnet with the mining thing that they got set up, you actually make more money than the last person, and then we all make money at the same time. It's like it's ridiculous. I mean, you would think it's free money because it is. But Lewis, did you ever mess with some of those emulators, man, and start doing some of the multiplayer mods they had with them?
Nah.
Man, we ought to do some multiplayer, man. We ought to get we ought to get some of those emulators, man. Some of the older games that had multiplayer, and we ought to do some multiplayer matches on that, man. I think that'd be cool.
Oh hell yeah! Yeah. Fuck.
Shadow, you still got my number, right?
Yeah, I still got you locked in, bro.
Okay, because I'm starting to download. Oh, I got connect with my phone because I do not do no Facebook.
Yeah, no. Just hit me up, bro, because Lewis got to drop down, man. Hey, everybody that's there, man, y'all jump on it, man. It's free money, dog. I promise you, man. This shit is live.
Yo, put your number in the back. No, check it down. And
Hey, Lewis, I appreciate it, man, having me on, man. It was a great discussion, bro.
Yeah,
okay, appreciate y'all.
Yeah, it's a dope show. I'm definitely about to subscribe.
Yeah,
no doubt, man. I appreciate you having it on, man. Shit, I caught one because I normally don't be catching them, man. I gotta redo my damn notifications or something because I know you be going live, and I'm like, man, I don't see none of my people on here no more.
Yeah, I got a small ass struggle channel, and I'm getting every time I gain like 3 subscribers, they take 2. YouTube take 2 from me.
Yeah, you notice that fucking shit too, bro.
Yeah,
and that's why when I get new subscribers, I be like, man, I don't even get happy because I'm like, at the end of the week, I'm gonna lose 3.
And then like 2 weeks later, I get the subscribers back.
Yeah, it's weird, bro. I've been stuck at 460 for so long now that I just don't even give a fuck. And I'll go to 464, go to 465, and I'll get up the next day, and I'm back at 463. And I'm like, my God, man, what do I have to do to get these subscribers to stick? It's almost like they're doing it on purpose. Like, why would they subscribe immediately and then just unsubscribe? Like, that shit just weird.
And then I once seen with YouTube, like I go on my studio, I forgot what video it was. It said I had 86 views. Then they took views from it. I went down to 82 from a video I posted.
How that was an upload?
Yeah, it was an upload.
Sometimes they'll take views back that you may have watched it. Like, let's say you watched it. I've seen them do that like later on in the week or 2 or 3 days later. Let's say you watched the video 3 or 4 times. I've seen them do that. I've also seen that the studio numbers and the live numbers in the actual video will sometimes differ. In the likes, sometimes they be playing with the likes, but I've noticed that with the smaller channels, it's more pronounced. With the larger channels, I could sit there and be watching that video, and it's a 30-minute video, and it'll have like 10,000 views. And as I'm watching that video, I'll just see that clock just go up 11,000, 12,000. And I'll have upload, like you're saying, like you might have 86 views on there, whatever. You might be like, hey, Shadow, check this video out. And I'll go and look at it or whatever. And I might watch it all the way through, watch it 2 or 3 times. And then, but it'll stay at that 86 views while I'm in that live. And it'll never update it. And I'm like, it's something that they're doing. I don't know if it's because we're a lower subscriber count or because our market cap for SEO is lower, but it does seem to be some throttling there. And yeah, I've noticed the same thing.
Well, depending on how I feel, I got a long day at work. I'll be doing another stream hopefully later on tonight. But thanks everybody for showing up. My Z-Quill is kicking in. I am out. Peace.
Yeah, we